Impact Wrestling, movie star and MMA icon Rampage Jackson made his TNA debut and was already looking for a fight.
To be the best, I know I gotta beat the best.
Kurt Angle stepped up to the challenge.
You want to beat the best? Well, you don't have to look any further because you're staring right at him.
What will happen if and when these two world-class athletes lock horns? The Bound for Glory series kicked off with Hernandez, Jay Bradley, and Samoa Joe qualifying for the yearly competition. With only a few precious slots available, winning tonight is paramount. This is the BFG Series Selection Show. Who will qualify? After defeating the Icon at Slammiversary, Bully thought he had eliminated all of TNA's heroes. But the return of Jeff Hardy proved him wrong. Hulk gave Hardy a shot at revenge in a ladder match for Bully's weapon of choice.
Whoever gets to the hammer first gets to use it.
But when Bully tried to flee, it was Hogan who sought revenge. How will Hulk Hogan react to his daughter's actions? Impact Wrestling starts right now.
Wrestling, as we welcome you to Atlanta, Georgia. It's time for a very special edition of Impact Wrestling. It's the Bound for Glory Series Selection Show, and who better to kick things off than the boss, the general manager of Impact Wrestling, none other than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, let's see how Hogan's going to put the screws to my brothers and aces and eights and our World Heavyweight Champion, the president of Aces and Eights. How are you going to do it this week, Hogan?
It's all you're worried about, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got an agenda, Hogan. He's pushed the screws to his son-in-law, Bully Ray, our world champ. What a shame. Anyway, I'm trying not to be...
say that he's got an agenda.
I'm trying to be jovial this week. I don't want to be negative. I don't...
Oh, that would be a first.
Thank you.
Well, once again, I guess Hulkamania is alive and well right here in Atlanta, Georgia, brother. All right, you guys, last week when I was out here, things could have been a lot worse, brothers, because at the end of the day, when I stood with that hammer over my head and I saw the back of Bully's skull, it was an act of God to stop me from bringing the hammer all the way down and chopping him down with the edge of my hand, brothers. But at the end of the day, Bully has caused so much drama with my family and this company, I had to tell my daughter to stay home this week. That's all I have to say about that. Because now, this week, we're here for the Bound for Glory Series Selection Show. And by the end of this show, all 12 men who are going to be in Bound for Glory will be decided. There are already 3 guys who have earned their way into Bound for Glory. The first man is a dangerous brother. His name is Samoa Joe. The other man that earned his way in is the Superman himself, Hernandez. And the third guy who's been fighting for his life is Jay Bradley. There are 2 other guys who don't have to do a thing because they have already walked their walk and talked their talk. And that's the last 2 winners of the Bound for Glory series. They got a free pass as far as I'm concerned. And the first man I want to bring out is the man who won Bound for Glory last year. Let's hear it for the Enigma, Jeff Hardy, brother.
Opinion, that's a great move, a great call by Hulk Hogan to enable Jeff Hardy, Bound for Glory Series winner on his resume already, to move right in to that group of 12.
Just, am I hearing things? I know it's loud, it's packed here in Atlanta.
Yeah, what do you think you're hearing?
Hogan just say sit? He's grandfathering this guy in.
That's what he just said.
He's grandfathering the guy in.
Do I have to repeat it one more time for you?
That is an outrage. I mean,
something outrageous about it.
It's complete anarchy here with Hogan.
You know what? I am so tired of hammers. I'm so sick of aces and eights. I'm going to win the Bound for Glory series again this year.
Yeah.
Even better than last year, I'm going to win the world title in San Diego.
We're hearing
now this
from
is
the
a
charismatic enigma,
a real
Jeff Hardy.
champion,
What are you doing out here?
All right. You know what, Hogan? Save your breath. Because the it factor doesn't need any type of introduction from you. Because I'm sure everybody knows that Bobby Roode was the longest reigning, most dominant world heavyweight champion in the history of Impact Wrestling. And if you want to talk about the Bound for Glory series, well, you're looking at the first ever winner. I've never lost it. I'm 1 for 1. I'm batting 1,000. And this year, Jeff, this year, I'm making it 2 for 2.
Let me tell you guys something. Next week, we're not going to have to worry about who goes down and who stays up, because next week is open fight night, and I'm letting these fans call in and vote, or Twitter, or whatever they got to do, and I want to hear from them, because they're going to decide who gets the first call out, brother, between you and Mr. Hardy.
Yeah. Isn't that convenient? You're going to let these morons vote between Jeff and I. That's genius.
That's right. ImpactWrestling.com. They're going to make the decision.
Perfect. That's perfect. Because you know what? I hope each and every one of you people vote for Bobby Roode. Because you know why? Next week on Open Fight Night, I'm going to walk down this aisle, get in this ring, look at that camera, and I'm going to call out you, Jeff Hardy. And you know what I'm going to do to you, Jeff? I'm going to kick your ass.
Kick my ass now!
Well, before we can see the physicality between Bobby Roode and Jeff Hardy, yes, they are interrupted by the entrance of none other than your club, Aces and Eights.
Anybody's going to kick any rear end. It's these men coming out right now.
Led by the World Heavyweight Champion, Bully Ray.
Shut the music off! What's going on out here? What are you guys yelling at each other about? Why is everybody so mad at each other? Huh? Have you really given this any thought? Does it really matter which one of you or any of you win the Bound for Glory series? Because at the end of the day, whoever wins has to face the World Heavyweight Champion. And you know, and you know, and Daddy-O, you know who the champ is gonna be. But I got a bigger problem with you as usual. How come none of the Aces and Eights are in the Bound for Glory series?
You know, I've been thinking about you all week long, brother, and I got a pretty good idea of how I'm going to figure you and your boys in, dude. You got one spot in the Bound for Glory series, and the way you're going to get that one spot is you're going to have a battle royal, and you're going to fight each other to figure out who's getting the spot in Bound for Glory.
Sounds fair.
That's not fair. Boy, that's not good.
Typical of you trying to get one up on me. Remember this, no matter who is in the Bound for Glory series, they are a target of the aces and eights. And it's because of you. And speaking of targets, the both of you are targets right now. Get them!
Here we go. Here we go.
Only turns loose. Garrett Bischoff and Wes Briscoe against Jeff Hardy and Bobby Roode. And quickly, Roode and Hardy clear the ring of aces and eights.
Yeah, that was a little quick.
Well, as aces and eights retreat, it was just momentary that Roode and Hardy worked together. And then the cheap shot from behind by Roode.
Hey, he's the it factor. I did what Roode just did. Oh, talk about an opportunist.
It's Mike today, it's Taz. We welcome you to Impact Wrestling from Atlanta, where tonight, Sting Taz will address his future in wrestling.
What future? Sting has no future in wrestling. He's done. Thanks to our World Heavyweight Champion, Bully Ray, at Slammiversary, he just killed any opportunity Sting could have for the world title. Sting's done. Go away, Sting. Go away. Bye-bye. See ya.
Also tonight, on this Bound for Glory Series selection show, it's going to be the rematch from Slammiversary, AJ Styles and Kurt Angle.
Well, listen, grudgingly, I have to say they had an amazing match at Slammiversary, so I'm assuming tonight's match will be doubly as good. And I did say doubly.
In addition, it's a unique tag team Bound for Glory Series qualifier. It's James Storm and Gunner against Daniels and Kazarian. And ladies and gentlemen, that match is next.
G-sharp.
Okay.
You're keeping the A flat.
Oh, you guys want to know about what we think about the Bound for Glory series? Well, let me tune up the band. Tell them, Chris.
Well, Jim Storm, hey, congrats. You're a tag team champion again, this time with another partner. Seems Jim's had more partners than Taylor Swift lately.
Yeah, he should probably get tested.
I'm sure he's had his heart broken just as many times, too. But you know what, Gunner? He's the real deal. He's big and bad mean. He has a beard. It startles the elderly. It frightens children. You know who it doesn't frighten? These two handsome guys.
Do you know why it doesn't frighten us? Because we've got the cards stacked in our favor. The Hulkster himself, he made the stipulation. The winner of the tag team match between Bad Influence, Gunner, and Storm, those winners go into the Bound for Glory series. And I don't care if it's you or if it's me, but one of us is going to have that World Heavyweight Championship around our delicious waist.
You know this.
Ladies and gentlemen, on a night when we will hear from the icon Sting for the first time since Slammiversary, on a night when we will see a Slammiversary return match with Kurt Angle against AJ Styles, it's time for a very unique Bound for Glory Series qualifier because it's a tag team match. Two men are going to qualify and move on to the Bound for Glory Series.
Sorry about your damn luck.
And their opponents, your World Tag Team Champions, Gunner and the Cowboy, James Storm.
Well, you know what? Today you are correct. It's not just it's unique that it's a BFG series